Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Fosec TV US. Here's a breaking news. Yes, Biden warns US companies to bolster their cyber defenses in preparation for Russian attacks. The magnitude of Russia's cyber capacity is fairly consequential and it's coming. President Joe Biden is warning US business leaders to immediately strengthen their companies' cyber defenses in preparation for possible attacks from Russia in retaliation against sanctions that are crippling the country's economy. Biden wrote in a White House statement that based on evolving intelligence, his administration is reiterating previous warnings that Russia could conduct malicious cyber attacks against the United States. My administration will continue to use every tool to deter, disrupt, and if necessary, respond to cyber attacks against critical infrastructure. But the federal government cannot defend against this threat alone. Biden wrote, I argue our private sector partners to harden your cyber defenses immediately. Biden repeated the warnings at the Business Roundtable quarterly meeting in Washington. The magnitude of Russia's cyber capacity is fairly consequential and it's coming, he said. The point is that that is called the Vladimir Putin, has the capability. He has not used it yet, but it is part of his playbook. The government has issued a guidance fact sheet for US organizations that should help mitigate against Russian cyber attacks. Some of the recommendations include implementing multi-factor authorization for systems, keeping up to date with the latest patches, running emergency exercise, and forming relationships with local FBI or CISA offices before any cyber incidents. The Biden administration has been dealing with cyber attacks from Russia long before the Ukraine invasion. POTUS told Putin last July to act on ransomware groups operating in the country, even suggesting that the United States is prepared to respond if cyber threats weren't stopped. He later warned that such incidents could lead to a real shooting war. But a US official says the threat has taken on additional significance in the eyes of the government since Russia invaded its neighbor. The US government is currently investigating a cyber attacks on US telecommunications provider Viasat that took place on February 24, the day Russia invaded Ukraine, which it believes was a state-sponsored attack. The incident resulted in satellite modems that provide internet service for thousands of European customers, including many in Ukraine, being taken offline. In other Russian news, a court in Moscow has found Facebook and Instagram guilty of extremist activity after they temporarily allowed users in some countries to post their threats of violence against Russian soldiers. WhatsApp, however, will remain unblocked. Beyond the report for Fosec TV USA.